Hi, I'm Andrei Minkov, the trademark czar of North America and the founder and CEO of Trademark Factory. I'm here at the World Intellectual Property Forum with my great friend, Alex from Russia. He's head of one of the most prominent Russian intellectual property firms. And he kindly agreed to answer a couple of my questions about intellectual property and trademark here in Russia. With all the sanctions, with all the political craziness that's happening, I know that people are still filing trademarks in Russia, and not just Russian, it's the foreign firms as well. Can you talk a little bit more about that? Because a lot of people assume that just because there's war, just because there are sanctions, Russia stopped existing on the intellectual property platform. How does that work?
Thank you very much, Your Majesty, for inviting me to such a great interview. As for intellectual property in Russia, I'm always trying to convince our friends, our colleagues from all over the world, please don't trust the fake news that the intellectual property in Russia destroyed or you cannot register trademarks or patents. This is not true, and you can see the independent resource in the web page of the WIPO, the World Intellectual Property Organization. You can see the ranking of the countries, and I can tell you that the Russian Federation is for last year
2024.
I'm not sure. I'm sure for 2023.
Okay.
And probably for 2024 too. There is a ranking when the Russian Federation is on the third place in the ranking for trademarks.
So who's first?
First is China, of course.
Who's second?
And the second is the United States.
Yeah.
And the third is the Russian Federation.
Wow.
That's very good result. So you can understand that if people and international companies, owners trust to the IP protection in the country, of course, they will file more and more. If not, they will not file anything. So I can tell you that by statistics of the Russian Patent Office, last year was the biggest number of filings in Russia from Russian and from foreign applicants. It was more than 160,000 of trademarks.
Impressive.
So that's why I can tell you that many clients from all over the world, they can file to Russia, they file to Russia, they have registrations, and we protect the intellectual property without any discriminations for all friends.
Yeah, and so obviously the war is going to end one day, and when it does, Russia is still going to be there, so it's going to be one of the most important markets. So the companies will still need to go and protect their brands there when they do. Probably easier to do it now when people assume that it's, kind of less of a trend. So better do it now than later.